It's time to stop posting on social media all willy-nilly and get you a social media content calendar. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about some best steps for you to create one that works effectively for your business or organization so you can work smarter, not harder. Hi, my name is Maggie. Welcome to my channel, Optimistic Maggie, where I help you to fall in love with social media, content creation, and entrepreneurship. And in this video, we're going to be talking about all things social media calendar. What are they? How you can make one that is effective for your business or organization. And I encourage you to watch until the end of the video because I have a freebie to give you just for watching. All right, let's get right into it. So far, we've talked about how to select the best social media platform, how to repurpose content, and what content pillars are and how to craft one for your business or organization. So all of this is being tied up in a nice piece of bow to go in line with this specific video here, because you would need to know all of that information first before you can even start to create your own social media calendar. What is a social media calendar? Well, it's simply a calendar for your social media content, and it helps you to know the days that you're going to be posting and the times, as well as the type of content or the format. And it is also a great tool and resource, especially when working in teams, so everyone is aware of what's going on, you're all on the same page, and you can collaborate in a seamless way. So the first step that goes into creating your social media calendar is selecting the days and the time that you want to post. And honestly, the best way for you to figure this out, especially if you have been posting already, go to your analytics and take a look at the days and the times that your audience are online the most. Something that a lot of people probably aren't aware of is that you might want to take a look at the time zone that some of this information is being reported, because if you look, especially on Instagram or Facebook, I believe the time zone that it's reporting the analytics in would be PST or CST, one of those. I can't remember. I think it's Pacific time. And so if you're in another time zone, you might want to convert that to then give you an accurate, way of knowing the times that your followers are actually online and active. If you're someone who's new to social media, however, you've never posted before, so of course you won't have this information to pull from. All hope isn't lost. You have posts and blogs like Later, Hootsuite, Sprout Social, who sometimes they will post, best times to post online based on all the information they have gathered. So you can start out with those to kind of help give you an idea of the best times and days to post. But also, you can just start by experimenting. It's all about experimenting and testing what works for you, because different things work for different people. But if you don't want to go through all that stress, then you can definitely use those resources that those websites and blogs provide. The second thing is, of course, going towards your content. We got to start creating the content so that we can post it. This is the part that involves a lot of planning on your part. You're going to absolutely need to put time aside, whether you're creating infographic or graphic images, or you have to do photo shoots or whatever the case might be. Even put in time aside to record videos that are going to be in line with something that you're promoting or bringing awareness to. It is going to be important for you to set time aside to do all of this. And so in doing this, it's important for you to brainstorm as well using your content pillars. We talked about this in the last video. I encourage you to go check that out. But just to sum it up for you, your content pillars are the themes around which your content is going to be created around. So depending on your industry or your niche, these are the content that is going to help you to stand out from other people. What is it that makes you differently? What is it that you're doing differently from other people? It's not enough to just say you're just making inspirational or motivational content. How are you doing those things? Are you giving tips on a certain day of the week? If you're in the industry of wellness and fitness, for example, are you giving recipes that only need 3 to 4 ingredients, for example, or you're helping moms who are busy to make meal preps for their toddlers? There are very specific things that you offer, and so you're crafting your content around this very important thing of your content pillars. Again, I detail all of this, how you can figure it out, how you can go about it in my last video, so I recommend you to go watch it afterwards. But this is one thing that will save you so much time in trying to figure out what am I gonna post, okay? But the next thing that you're going to have to figure out is what format are you going to be posting your content? Are you going to do graphic images and pictures, or are you going to do videos, or are you going to do both? You know, nothing wrong with mixing it up sometimes. You know, you get different results. You do it for different reasons. Also, for your sanity, unless you have a team sometimes that can help you with some of the things, maybe it's in your best interest to try and figure out what is the best content type that you can do that will help you maximize you being able to show up more and be more consistent. So if images are what you can start off with, do it in a crafty, fun way. If you can do videos, you know, it doesn't have to be super fancy all the time. It could be videos that are throwing a time lapse of you doing something behind the scenes. It could be a video of you introducing yourself or a product that you just have in stock. Like, get out of your head for a minute when it comes on to content. Just try and think about, who am I trying to serve? What are their pain points and their needs? How can I help them with that specific thing that they need help with? And that's all you need to do to figure out what exactly you're going to be posting about with the help of your content pillars. Okay, so one thing you're going to notice on this channel as well is that I'm going to be showing you the different features that are on the different social media platforms, so you can make the informed decision of which one, you know, seems to be worth your time in terms of making content and showing up on, apart from, of course, being on platforms that your audience is going to be on. You know, that's the whole point. You don't want to go where they're not on. So look out for future videos like that. But honestly, the main thing is, whatever platform you choose, absolutely know the features. Know what they have available for you to create content. We have Instagram that has reels, carousels, guides, lives, stories. All of these different things are content, y'all. So don't think that content only looks one certain way. It definitely looks differently, and it's just up to you to think outside the box and also think of what is the best way you can show up and add value that is different from other people. So now that you have an idea of the two types of content, go into the video that talked about repurposing content. Look at every single area that you can start to repurpose. If you're new to social media, you're just starting out, of course, you're going to be starting from scratch. So you're going to have to produce new content. And so you don't have anything just yet to repurpose. However, if you have been in the industry for a while, and say, for example, you had things like webinars, or you were a featured guest on a podcast, or you had a publication written about you, these are things that you can repurpose to have, you know, this is social proof as well, to show your expertise in your industry or your business endeavor, so people know about what you are doing and that you have experience in the specific field that you are, you know, marketing about. So find any room that you can to repurpose content. Again, check out that video. Not going to go through it in this one, but repurposing content is another way for you to not have to make content from scratch. It's simply you taking content that you already have, modifying it a bit, making small changes to fit the platform, and make it into something new. After you've figured out your content, of course, now we're going to do a bit more work in terms of constructing captions. Now, captions are, you know, those texts that you see under a post. It allows people to know exactly what the picture or the video is about. They're not left up to their imagination to try and figure out what you're trying to tell them. And honestly, social media is about being social, being interactive with people. So if you want them to take an action, you got to tell them what you want them to do. So if you want them to share it, if you want them to like, if they agree, if you want them to tag a friend who needs to hear this, whatever the case might be, always remember to have a caption that is relevant to whatever the post is about, or the content, I mean, is about. And at the end, absolutely always have a call to action, whether it's asking them to click the link in your bio to sign up, to go to your website to, you know, use coupon code to get whatever % off. Tell them what you want them to do. It's also important to know that with every piece of content that you do, they all have different purposes because they're all different. So don't expect the same results for all of them. Some will get more likes and more, you know, comments than others because of how you have crafted them. So if you've crafted them in a way to be relatable and engaging, then expect to see more comments. If it's more in a sense of being educational, then expect to see more shares or saves as well. And if it's just a pretty looking image, you know, very beautiful, then your likes are going to be more on that kind of post versus anything else. And the final thing that you're going to do, this is of course optional, but honestly, I believe that after you've done all this work of brainstorming, making the content, knowing what days you want to post on, you want to use a system that will help to post the things when you want it to post. So using a scheduler will come in handy. And Facebook, Business Suite has a free one that once, if you're on Facebook and Instagram, just connect your Instagram page as well. You can post on your Instagram when you use the scheduler. However, if you want something a bit more that maybe allows you to post on other platforms because you're not just on Instagram and Facebook, then you can use apps like Later, Buffer, Hootsuite. Those are the ones that I know about at the moment. In my first video where I talked about how to go about selecting the right social media platform, I talked about the capacity and bandwidth as well. You want to ensure that when it comes on to the question of how often do I post a week, that is totally up to you and your bandwidth. If you believe that only 3 times a week is all the energy that you have, then consistently show up and commit to that 3 times a week. Do not try and push yourself to do a week and then you only do that for like 2 weeks and then you fall off. It is not going to be for your benefit. If it's absolutely something you can do in the beginning, then sure, go for it. However, I think, slow and steady wins the race. So if you want to start off slow, get yourself into the habit first of doing it, and you feel like I can do more, then by all means, go for it. So I hope that answers the question as well as how often should you post a week, because this is a common question. It honestly goes up to you, your capacity, and how often you believe you can show up and be consistent with it. Now, the big question you probably have as well is, well, how far in advance should I plan my social media calendar? And honestly, that is gonna also be up to you. Some people are able to do a month in advance. Some people, they can only manage a week at a time, and that is okay. Different strokes for different folks, people, so do what is best for you. I have a freebie available for you which helps you to plan your content a week at a time. If you want to start off slowly and then ease into it, this is perfect for you. So click the link in my description box if you want to get that freebie right now. I'm sure it will be very helpful for a lot of you. Here's a bonus tip I'm going to give to you when it comes on to planning your social media calendar. Look for significant days that are outside of just Mother's Day or Father's Day or just Black Friday, Black History. Because sometimes there are other fun days, like there are national days that they have for almost everything. If you're a business that's in the beauty industry, there might be a lipstick day. That's a perfect way for you to, promote a line of lipsticks that you have, showcasing your favorite lipsticks from your line or something. Maybe you're a restaurant, there's fried chicken day. If you have fried chicken as a special menu item, you can maybe do picture slides of the different types of fried chicken, the ways that you make it, or just making it fun, like letting people comment below what is their favorite way of making fried chicken, something. If you're a nonprofit, it could be talking about bringing awareness to mental health day or month. Be creative, have fun with it, you know what I mean? It's not just supposed to be this daunting thing where you feel like you're posting, and if you feel like you're not getting likes and comments, it feels like it's not working. Really work on making content that can help you build a community, to not only build a community, but build a loyal customer base where they see that you go beyond just trying to sell to them. Okay? So I hope with all of this that you have learned in this video that you will definitely take it into practice. One of these days, I'll probably do a video showing my content strategy, how I go about making my content calendar, so you can kind of see the process of how that works, and hopefully that gives you some inspiration. But again, link is going to be in the description box for you with that freebie that I promised, so you can plan your content 1 week at a time. In our next video, you can expect to see me doing some comparisons about the different social media schedulers out there, so you can decide which one is best for you. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and share it to someone who needs it. In the meantime, go ahead and watch this playlist right here, Social Media 101, to help you get started with social media so it makes sense for you again. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!